Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. We're sat at Worthing Airport and we're about to address this issue. Yeah, our planes are not doing much. They're doing something, they're doing as much as our previous planes were doing, but they can cope with a lot more. Except we don't deliver enough to them now. So what we're doing today is we're going to address that, and it's about time. It was upgraded, the line for that. It wasn't actually reaching demand anyway. So yes, these guys, there we go, nice landing. These guys should be full, carrying a lot more and a lot more often, because they do wait until full, I believe. So that's why we've got the queues currently. It's a good indication of when things are full. Lots of planes landing. But we can't stay here all day as much as I would like to. UI is up. There we go. Nice takeoff. And another landing. But, yes, here we go. Backlog. Backlog Central. We should be shipping 800. We currently have a line rate of... Let's get... there we go. Of 455. Nowhere near. That's almost double, isn't it? Yeah, it's not far off. And that would mean an extremely long train, or given that we are interacting with a truck drop-off here, we could have... Well, we could go direct and then we wouldn't need the trucks. But I kind of like this. In fact, I do like this. I like this a lot, that we pass off to trucks. However, in order to drop off to trucks, what we should do is not have a single double-headed or top and tailed train, but have two longer trains with a bit more traction probably as well, as this guy really isn't going to keep up with our new line rate we're going to have to meet, and potentially we're going to hit 1200, aren't we? This I mean, we could do it. It's possible. We could have two of them, and on each train. So, consumers here, 260 odd. That is because our trucks are definitely not going to meet the line rate either. They're only at 233. So a lot to change, and I'm going to pause it just... No, I'm not. Actually, yes I am, depending where this train goes. No, I'm not. Right, yes, I was worried it was going to go backwards instead of forwards. And we're going to keep diesels. I found a diesel that I completely forgot about. So we're going to run that as well on this line. And we're not going to electrify it. What we're going to do is we're going to move this station. There's no need for it to be here. The reason it was here in the first place is because we would drop off. Let's move the station, and we're going to go 240. We're not going to have catenary. Might as well aim for where our track is going. Get a little bit of an angle on it. There we go. We're pretty much aiming for where that track is going under the main line, aren't we? We'll just get it in there. It moved at the last second. Well, I moved my hand. Now we can get rid of this, and fortunately, our train will be shoved along. Do we want to bring this out of a depot miles away? I'm going to say let's not. And instead, let's put a temporary depot in at the back here. I mean, we could keep it there. We could hook up to the main line as well. That is a possibility. Now we've got this sorted, we should link that up, shouldn't we? There we go. And we are going to be double tracking. Possibly leave some room. How much are we going to store here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5 is 200, 240. Might be enough. It might be enough. If we make two trains at 240 long, we can see what sort of line rate we get with that. Ideally, I would like to go with 1200 as soon as we set this up and grow into it. Let's leave a bit of distance on that side as well. Might as well go full speed. No need to have fast track just yet, as we still don't have faster wagons. We are limited to 75 miles an hour. Let's do a little bit of terraforming, shall we? In fact, let's just get that up on max. Get this track nice and tidy down here. Nice to have it tidy, isn't it? There we go. Lovely. Official episode. Really early on. Lovely. Let's do lots of that then. I mean, it is a bit of a mess out here anyway. I guess we should move the truck stop as well. And in fact, we're going to get rid of that. We're going to move that as well. Manage the line. We need to go here and get rid of that. There we go. And our trucks, they're not going to be there any longer. I'm just dumping these because we can afford the break and the costs involved in moving all these along. Let's get us a new truck stop. It'll be a terminus this time around. I don't think there's any need to have it any other way. We'll be on the right only. There we go, as long as we're connected to both. Maximum length. I'm probably going to go a bit longer than that too. But we'll get in, configure that. Maybe 3 or 4 extra platforms. 3? Yeah, we'll see how that does. I'll tell you what. One more for luck. There we go. Right. And we'll make sure that this is the main road. In fact, do we need to even curve round here anymore? Oh no. Did you see what happened? I left a truck on the road segment there. I mean, it doesn't really matter which road we use, but since we're going to be using this one anyway. Right, yes, now you can be shoved along. Yeah, there's no need to take that detour, is there? We can probably hook that road back up as well for the first time in a long time. I would like curvy roads, please. As we're going to have to... do we want to cut this entire section out? I think we do, don't we? Just aim for the trees. I would like to keep that bit in here. Right, is that... Oh, no, that's not a good angle. Why don't you look where the road is, or the station, truck station, and aim for it a little better. There we go. And get you in. In fact, that was beautiful, wasn't it? More official episode. Is that official episode? No, that one is. There we go. This can be all flattened. We'll make a nice little painted area, I guess, out here. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Just to make it look like one big area. Why not? We want it really level with the industry, don't we? And then that's the area. And then we'll get rid of the rough bits of terrain there. Smooth that out. In with the track up to the station. And shall we hook this back up then? Why not? Finally. There we go. We can go in there and then we can... how steep is that? It's not, is it? No, because we went flat. Perfect. So we can have this as a little side road, little access road going up to there. Beautiful. We'll get that upgraded. Why not? In fact, just all the way up there. And we can upgrade this one into town. It's not going to be used by us at the moment, but at least it's done now. There we go. I don't know where I'm smoothing there. I've gone off into the wilderness. Right, paint. Let's do a bit of painting. We are going to get some dirt. That's gravel. Dirt, there we go. Because I believe that's what the oil wells sit on. I can't remember. We'll change it if it's different. But then it makes this like an area, doesn't it? An entire area. We have got rid of our depot, so perhaps we can put our depot out here. I would like it still in there. It works as scenery, doesn't it? It's lovely. Right, we'll get you in this way. Beautiful. Yes, having 2 trains on here very shortly will help with our exchange over to our trucks, meaning we won't need a ridiculously long platform. It's going to be a lot easier to balance. What are you looking for, Grand? Signals. There we go. One way, please. Then we can force their hand on direction of travel. You are fortunately on the correct side of the track there. What are we complaining about now? The oil haulage. Yep, you need changing. Manage line. Add station. Get rid of that one. No, you've deleted the one. There we go. That's the right one. Oh, is it called it oil well? Yeah, there we go. Lovely. You called it the right thing. So we need to get rid of that. Stick that on full load. I mean, we've got to briefly start all of this again. We want to load oil and unload nothing. Right, and have we got this correct? I'm going to leave it on not until full because I want to get the actual number that the line rates roughly is. Oh no, we want to load. I almost did that wrong. We want to load crude oil, not oil. We want to be unloading our oil. There we go. But we'll leave it on free flow. And that will give us a fairly accurate line rate. It was indeed dirt. Yes, there we go. So we should be set now. Let's just double check on the lines. Yeah, we can see our aircraft line there as well. We don't... Oh, we do need the depot. You haven't done the train yet. I'm going to go... What did I say? 240. That seems a bit much, 240. We'll try it. See what sort of line rate it is. In fact, we might as well replace this. I'm going with... If we go into diesels, we've got this BR218. It does 87 miles an hour. Faster than our wagons, but... At least it's got a bit better power. And because this is Transport Fever, we don't care what type of engine it is. There is no efficiency rating. The only thing you pay for maintenance wise is the total power bit here. That's what you're paying for. For example, this one is 4,487. So that single electric loco could be, I guess, almost two of those. Do we have one that's 5,000? We don't, do we? No, we've got 4.5k. Well, there's a good one. 10,000 just there. That could be 4 of those, couldn't it? And you'd pay roughly the same price. It'll be a little more expensive still. We're going to have these. I'm going to go... We said 240, didn't we? Depends how many 240 is. Might be too much. Oh no, there we go. How many is that? Oh, it doesn't give you a number. Replace it. 16. And then duplicate that. There we go. Let's see what sort of line rate that gives us. It's going to be miles off. We want 1,200. Is that saying 1,700? I don't believe that for a second. That is empty and possibly without loading times. We'll see. What we got here? Ooh, a bi-level car. Now, I'm not sure about the actual EMU. I've not done the math on that. But we might be able to utilise the bi-level cars for their capacity. Yeah, there's an idea. How much should we be shipping to our chemical plant here? I mean, it says it's going up. It's going to be a rough figure, isn't it, to start with? More than what we're currently shipping, I'm going to assume. We've got a line rate of 200 at the moment. What are you really going to be asking for, that noise? Everything's stopped at the moment, so we'll let this settle in. We've got it on fast forward so it can start delivering and we can have a better idea of what the actual line rate is. There we go, it's going down. 1370 so far. I'm going to add a couple more trucks on here anyway. In fact, I'm just going to straight up clone the lot. Yes, please, clone all vehicles. That'll be more than likely closer to what we need. 1370. We want to be aiming for 1200 because I do have a feeling this is going to go past 800 and tip into the 1200 territory. If we go to consumers there, yeah, look at that. Our percentage is creeping up as we continue to deliver. I mean, that was nice, weren't it? 2 lots of 1200. This is a good way to gauge the actual line rate. Let's just get the 2 lines we want in view and still look at stuff happening. Right, there we go. Oh, and the planes. Yeah, let's get the planes in. We've got the trams in as well, and we've got the goods delivery. 1274. I say that's it. We're going to leave it at that, except we're going to change this one to wait until full. I would imagine we're getting close to leveling. In fact, we are leveling up. Look at that. Yeah, that's going to demand our full 1200 already. And then we can go over to Leigh and get us a little local service running from... I know it stops at Thatcham, isn't it? Yeah, Romsey and Thatcham to Lower Leigh. So we're going to kind of do that little slow line down from Upper Leigh, technically. Yeah, and scoot underneath. But we're going to need to rework the station a little bit, move our depots out a little bit, just so we can fit another platform in. It may start as a bay platform, but we can always expand on it. How we doing? How we doing? Consumers, are you going to level up yet? I'm hoping so. 1279. Right, so we're going to... There it is. There it is. 1200, guys. We've just ticked into it now. It's going to level up, but it's not going to change any of this. We're at maximum. So this is perfect. Lovely. Now we can set this to be wait until full. Once he leaves, because it's not going to be a full platform. Well, yeah, go on. We'll do it now. There we go. Our next one will come in and wait until full. There we go. And this should creep up. Suppliers, 1200, 92% at the moment, which is impressive. Consumers, this is going to creep up to 400 then. Possibly. Yeah, we're having a right chain reaction with our industries here. Yes, there we go. What are you actually going to ask for? Is it going to be closer to 600 perhaps? Do you know, it might be, because this isn't going to take long to upgrade at all, is it? I'm upping the speed so we can balance this out. Yeah, we're not taking enough there either. We'll have to get the new trucks on. But if we can get to 1990 while we're balancing this out, then we can get the new trucks on here and we're ready to go. We can leave this. Our planes are now up in the air more than they are queuing. We're looking out the window there. Oh, well, there's a balcony. Oh, I can't get on the balcony though, not with this camera. Oh yeah, there we go. Yes, you can. I love it. Right, come on, hurry up, level up. You're so close. I'm going to guess 600. Oh, do you know, we couldn't afford it before. We were tight on money. But, oh, there she goes. Oh, yes. Goodness me, you've got an extra building and everything. I should have been looking at that. Oh dear. Well, we saw something happen, didn't we? It's not like I can rewind it. No. You're going again. So, that went up 100, didn't it? It goes up again, which it's going to by the looks of things. If we can supply enough goodies, then that we need a line rate of 600. I'm going to give us a... Do you know what? Should we go with like a one-way road round here? A little side road. Like that after the stop. See if they take it. And we can head that way and then up to there. Will you take that? You beautiful little trucks. We're not going to meet the demand though. Do we wait? Yes. Yes we do. It's almost 1990. Guys, so we'll have our brand new trucks on here. So we'll leave this many on and that might do it for us. How's our train going? I think, yeah, look at that, 1201. Love it. There we go, guys. We've got tugboats. We still haven't done boats. A giant boat there, but more importantly, look what we've got down here. This is going to be much easier, and we've even got a tanker. I mean, is that the truck that would be used on here? Not really. It's probably a pipeline, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would be. You wouldn't do this at all. But we can. It's in the game. Let's replace all of those, which might be a bit overkill, with our tank truck. 40-ton tank truck. Nondescript. Ooh, Jones. Maybe I should stick your trucks in here. Your Scanias and stuff. There's an idea. I think they are balanced as well because they use the game's calculations. I might do that, but we might as well use these ones. These are the ones that we've got at the moment. Okay. So, top speed obviously is going to be better than these. Yeah, 50, 62. That is potential top speed. Doesn't matter what the road does. 30 capacity versus 21. That's all we needed to see. A lot more oomph in it. How much heavier are you? Is the loading speed better? It is by 1. So everything about these is just better, isn't it? Yeah, 15 tons versus 8 tons. But way more than double the horsepower there. So yes, what we do is we get you big boys on. Lovely. There we go. He's almost Scania-esque, isn't he? Possibly. Maybe. Kind of feels like one. Anyway, what sort of line rates that give us? Because we need to hit 600. Do you know what? We're not far off, and we might be closer than that because it was just a straight swap, wasn't it? 619. We'll come back to this. I don't mind if it's over because that means our trucks are just... you've got little flammable sign on the back. Distracted much? But we've got little... no, you... But anyway, yes, because if we have too many trucks on, and this is wait until full, we'll have a load of trucks here. And if they're all there, then we can reduce it by 1. I don't mind them waiting here, though, because they can pick up a new load. There we go. That should get everything upgrading. You are at 600, which means we're actually not going to have enough jets on here. Oh, okay. I mean, you missed him. I'll take it as long as it means it keeps our planes moving. So that's what happens. Yeah, they'll time that perfectly. A bit nerve-wracking, isn't it? Dear oh dear. Anyway, you can't change which ones they take off from, I don't think. Anyway, shall we... what sort of line rate do we need on here now? I guess we look at consumers. 400. Are you upgrading though? You're not, but you are at 400. And what line rate do we have? 347. Do you know what? Why not? We'll manage vehicle. We'll get another one on there. I think we've got the room. 404, guys. Okay. There we have it. We've got that completely upgraded. Isn't that wonderful? How are we doing here? I think this is going to work just fine. Yeah, are we on about... Oh, yeah, you're at 677. I won't remove one just yet, though, because it's settling down. We could always slow the road back down. I know it's a bizarre way of doing that, but we're talking fractions, I think. Half a truck or something. So, yeah, it might not be worth messing with. Let's go over to Leigh, though. We can't sit here all day. I would like to fix this issue. We've had it on fast forward for a while, and so I bet we're going to see an overly burdened Leigh station shuttle. Leigh station shuttle. Dear oh dear. And then we've got what? The Leigh local loop as well. No, it's not Leigh local loop, is it? It's the... what did I call that? Logistical local loop, that's right. I mean, Leigh local loop, we could have one, couldn't we? A little local service that runs around town. But yes, we need to get look how much room we've got. 0 just here. This one might have been fine. even that's a little close. But yes, we're not going to see to demand here. We could just stick loads of trams on, but then it's just going to be a conga line of trams. And as we found out in the previous episode, this is not the solution. No, and it's just confirming that now. New depots are going to have to head back a bit. Let's get the extra track in before we do anything. And this one, yeah, this one we could use that new train we got, but we will need to have high-speed track for it, because then we can have the other carriages, can't we? Right, so that's that. Do we have enough room to go straight? Because there's one thing we've got to remember, and that's we've got another track running underneath us. So whatever we do here, we're going to have to be careful. What? In fact, are we missing it? I think we might be missing it. That's interesting. I thought that was a lot higher, but apparently not. There we go, 75. We don't need that. 94 is a bit excessive. While that would be a nice speed, we want to get back up to there probably and drift off. So we could try 80 and just see how that goes. No, I'd like to go straight first if I can, because I want to make the connection here so we've still got depot access, meaning this has to be flat up to that point, and then we can go up and around, I'm hoping. 1, 2, 2. What can we get there? 60? 60. I think 60 will do us, wouldn't it, for that bit? It's nice and slow. And then we take that off and just head up to somewhere nice. I guess we can be at 100 there. We're sort of heading up there, aren't we? So we can cut it off at that point. Run like that. Yes, then we're going to have to straighten out because we're making a making a level crossing. It's not very level, is it? No, that's not what it means though. Let's take that back a bit, shall we? Can you flatten out there? And will that give us a better junction? We're going to redraw it once we've got a rough idea of where we're going. There we go. This is kind of a back road anyway, so I don't really mind how that works. Right, now, can we get you drawn in one smooth motion down to there? We don't want to connect to the express line and the tunnel, as fun as that sounds. There we go. Now, can we flatten any of this? We can, kind of. I was concerned about that because we've got we've got the express line tunnel, bypass tunnel going under there. Yeah, it comes up just there. We just miss it. I don't think we could have got much closer though, could we? Right, we need our depot room again, although looking at it, it's not far off what it was before. We can redo this bit. I would like to do that. Let's get the depot in facing this way first. I am going to continue this, even though it's a bay platform, technically. And we're going to... No, not that. What have you done there? Redo that. And we're going to slide in up here. Oh, there's a piece of track still left. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, we're going to slide in up there, but electrified on this section. No, this bit doesn't need to be electrified. Will that work? That's better. If we go with that one, and we definitely want that one electrified, and that means we can come off into the station from here. That's nice. Can we get up to here still? That'll be the question. I think we're pushing it. We might need that a little bit sharper. Well, we'll see. This is doing nothing at the moment. No, not from there anyway. Ooh, tough call. I guess we could redo that. I'm going to do it again. Right, but we'll go with this one in first, like we were before. I know it's going to be a sharp turn, but I'm not sure whether we're actually going to use it for anything other than this that we're doing now. Then we go in like that, and it should be quite smooth. Yes. Technically, we could go in across here, but I'd like this to be a little junction up here. If we can get away with it, which we can. Oh, that's nice. Yes, I like that, because at the moment, that is not a through station. And I'm not sure what we're actually going to do with it past this point. We're just going to make this work, which so far it is, isn't it? We need to get across to here, but we should be able to make use of a double slip switch that's a little bit longer now, or a little bit faster. And then can we avoid the station just there and get up into there and avoid the tunnel underneath? It's a bit close up here is the only thing I'm worried about. So that's a little rough just here, as our trains are going to possibly hang over the edge. We could turn this into it could remain a platform, but we could remove the actual track section and have it shoved up a little bit. I like that. Right, configure that. We're going to remove that one and instead have that as actual track. If it will go in. Will you go in? Oh, yeah, from there. I saw it snap. There it goes. And that's not going to be electrified though, that section. I think, yes. Right, so the electric bit goes across and onto the main line. We need to turn that into a double slip switch. And then we've got our local service, which is heading up here. Single track so far. Right, good stuff. Now, we could run parallel. I'm going to try to keep our services on the same line, and we're going to add extra blocking up to this corner anyway. Right, so that means we need to come in here at full speed, don't we? Ideally, which is lovely. And what we can do then is when we branch off from here, we can branch off double tracked like that, so we split off, and then we should be able to have a little section just before this crossing, and depending how quick I can get it, maybe we'll have it. Yeah, no, I think we can do this and still have enough room. We don't need this bit double tracked, do we, at all, past the crossing? What sort of speed are we doing? Only 80 something, isn't it, maximum speed? Yes, 87, but that's all we've got to worry about. And since this is supposed to be a local service, oh, I've got rid of that little cliff edge. Well, we've got a bit left. No, I feel bad now. I kept that in on purpose. There it is. It's back. Easy fix. There we go. Lovely. Right, let's upgrade the rest of the track then. Okay. To start with, today we're going to do this one here. We're going to do Romsey. And then next time we're going to do Thatcham. But we're going to have to do more than just add a platform and create a line. Yes, we're going to have to rework our layout a little bit. Figure out how many trains we're going to be using, how popular this is going to be, and go from there. I think we could share a platform going that way and then have separate platforms where it's busy on this side, and then up here the busy side is that side. Again, we've got this to consider, which is why I don't want to do it now because we've got to dance with this train. I guess we could have a bay platform there would work, kind of. Maybe. I know what we're doing with Romsey, but I don't know what we're doing with Thatcham. Thatcham was kind of an afterthought. Now, can we get you going over? I'd like you to go over there, because we would like this pretty fast. And 87 is the maximum speed. So if we go 90 and we have this one, what speed would this double slip switch be? Out of interest. If it's a nice quick double slip switch, then we could keep it. 61? I mean, maybe. It's pleasant enough. The other thing we could do is not have a double slip switch and see what speed we get with a better crossing up here by going from there into there. Well, you get full speed almost, don't you? That is pleasant. Yeah, I prefer that. So for now, we're going to have this as a terminus then, meaning we can keep off the main commuter run and we can put not a one-way. How would that work? I mean, it will work later on, and we won't need the actual this bit crossing into it. This is temporary. We might leave it in there though. Yeah, possibly. Why not? We'll have another signal which will be one way there. Did I change this to two-way? Yes. Now we need a signal just here. And we'll need, I guess, quite a few more signals, won't we? One that side and one that side of the level crossing. We're going to have a freeing signal just there so our trains can follow each other as soon as possible. And we're going to have a signal there. We'll need one up there and one there. And I guess if they ever get bunched up, we should at least block them around about there. And because this bit isn't part of the actual station, we can have what looks like a signal on a portion of the platform there, which I don't mind. That's pleasant. And we might have depot access, so we'll have something. No, don't do that. I don't like the idea of opposing signals. They will and can run up to the station. I think they're normally quite good about it, but I'm not going to risk it. We could move it around anyway. Right, let's set up the Leigh local. Yes, the Leigh local. I love it. I love the Leigh local. That's the new t-shirt I'm going to buy myself. That sounds like a pub though. Anyway, new line. The Leigh local. I guess Leigh is your starting station. Leigh, lower Leigh, which is just called Leigh. And then we head up to... Not Thatcham. What are you doing, man? You got carried away. We're not going there yet. We're going there next. Yes, there we go. Right, what colour's the Leigh local? Brown. Let's have it as an extension of the lower line there. Yeah. Leigh local trains are brown. All of their trains. I like it. And then we get a nice brown service coming up here. Whatever that means. So this is the Leigh local. Yeah, I did it again. Why? Oh, because 8. That is muscle memory, isn't it? I don't know why I've typed 8 so much. Leigh local. That should be it. All set up and we can use our depot, although it'll come here first. So we're going to build that service. And it is going to be pretty much the train we're going to use, which is the BR218. Is it a freight train? I think we're intended for medium line service, whatever that means. There we go. And which means our passenger ones can be these, because these are also 87. And we're just going to start with I think we start with 126. Oh, but you didn't colour them, Grand. Should we colour the whole thing? Yeah, why not? We'll colour the whole thing brown. There we go. Right, good. Now you... Well, in fact, you do it from here, can't you? Leigh local. Get on the Leigh local. Is everything okay? You're a nice big diesel. Let's watch you come out. I mean, you're going to be everywhere eventually. Let's make sure he comes out. Will people start using the Leigh local? There he is in brown. Lovely. Bit of lag there while we had the other stuff open. There goes our other train across the top. Perfect. Right, so he's coming out. I've paused it because I think we should ride the Leigh local for the end of the video, and I just want to save it before we do that. So when we come back, we're at this point. Then we can see whether it becomes popular or not. Let's just quickly, or in fact, save it as a surprise, because we're going to get there, aren't we, for the end of the video? Yes. Okay, guys, we're on board the Leigh local, as you can see there, and we're heading for Romsey, not Thatcham, just yet. We should terminate at Thatcham, so perhaps a little bay platform we could work out. We've only got one train on it at the moment. There's definitely going to be more, at least two on this bit. To save any serious backlog at the moment for our little cab ride, we're just going to have a single train, and we're going to, I guess it's a test run. There we go. We're on the test train together. And will people actually get on board? I'm curious. I'm curious to see if there'll be anybody waiting for the local service once we get to Romsey. But that wasn't too long to wait. We're going to improve the signalling down here a little bit. I'll do that before we start off on the next episode, because I would like to also high speed the entire line so that the commuter train on here can use the same consist, but using the maroon. Anyway, guys, I guess I'll leave you for a there and back, because we're almost there, aren't we? Yeah, that should be fun. Thank you for watching. We've got new oil, and we've got a new local service to help with the influx of passengers we're dealing with. And I was going to time that to see if we could see the passengers, but that's fine. Could I wait? No, I'll leave myself in suspense. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.